2017 Super Nautique GS22, sitting in a mystic white hull bottom, main stripe, accent stripe, lower deck stripe, and then a tungsten gray top deck and interior deck. Love this scheme. This is one of the first, actually I think this is the first GS22 that we got and sold. And we've always serviced it. And yeah, it's just it's a really nice boat. Really clean, simple color scheme. And it's pretty low hours. So we're gonna walk around, check out the condition and the features on this. It sits on a tandem axle boatmate trailer with a spare tire. Got a boarding ladder up front. Has white Chromax lettering on it as well. So your side vents in the back and then your Super Nautique GS22 logo down the side are in white, which I think looks really cool over the white. Has an anthracite flight control tower. You get up on that, kind of see that shinier, metallic-y kind of gray on there. Has a pair of vertical clamping board racks, pair of JL88 tower speakers. Those are the bigger speakers you could get in this particular year. And they have down-facing lighting on them as well. And then factory bimini top with surf pockets up top on the roof. Walking around the back, we have Nautique surf system and surf pipe exhaust system back here. I mentioned this is the first GS22 we got in, so obviously this is the first model year for the GS22. See the white Nautique lettering over the tungsten on the walkthrough. Let's walk down and check out the exterior on the port side. Joko is in really good shape. There were a couple little scratches that we addressed here at our shop, so everything shows really nicely. Your Super Nautique Chromax is in awesome shape. You might notice, like, I'm really getting nitpicky with this, but a little bit of paint worn off that corner of the inn. But that's pretty much it on this side. You see a couple little scratches here and there on the rub rail, or scuffs rather, not necessarily scratches. There's a little bit of a halo right here. I think there was a gel repair done a few years back from a scratch, so you can kind of see it. Kind of step back and you don't really notice it a whole lot. Just depends on the lighting, but you can see where that was, as well as right here along the chine on the port side. So that's where the repairs were done on a couple of scratches that we had. Docking lights up front. Love how the gray kind of shows just peeking out of the top of the boat. Hull bottom. Now we got a little bit of scuzz on there from when we had it at the river earlier. Missed wiping that off, but hull bottom's in great shape. You're gonna see some scuffs a little further back by the bunks like you see on all of them. Coming down the starboard side. Same thing. A little mark there on the letter. And then the biggest thing would be just got kind of a flat mark here where the rub rail got into something. So that's on the rub rail and a couple other scuffs further towards the back. Let's pop inside and check out the interior on this boat. Transom. Oh, 1 second. Here we go. Transom has the rear seating on it. This seat, you can see once people sit on these a lot, the cushions kind of flatten out a little bit. They weren't the thickest cushions on these back seats in the first place. That starboard side's a little bit more worn out than the port side. But coming inside of the boat, we have, I love the color scheme on this. We have tungsten gray as our main vinyl, and then frost gray. I believe it's frost gray. That's definitely frost gray. On our Carbona, which is our textured vinyl, if you can kind of see that kind of crossweave pattern to it. And then our accent panels. And then we did just a little touch of color with the blue, Masters Blue piping and stitching. So, really easy interior to maintain and keep it looking nice and clean. So, yeah, love the scheme. Gray interior deck, gray C-deck flooring. If we open up into the back compartments, you can see tons of storage space. We've got all 2,250 pounds of ballast or subfloor. Actually, I'm going to keep that open here. ZR6 or ZR4 engine, 6 liter. Always serviced here at In3. It's got 230. We'll power it on. I think it's 232 hours if I remember correctly. Little nick in the C-deck right here. Does have a pop-up ski pylon. Twist that, and that thing just kind of, there we go, pops up out of the storage sleeve that it sits in. Tiny nick here on the seat. Come over to the other side. I got an equally as tiny or tinier nick in that seat as well on the top. Just a lot of times people step on that and the material kind of gets pinched. So you see that on some of these older boats that we end up getting through the shop. Wraparound seating, you have a nice lean back on the starboard side. If we open up, got a trash can under here. Also have a cooler that will drop in there, which I don't have in the boat right this second. This back seat here does have some splits, and we have a new skin going on this seat in particular. It's not the only area where there's splits, but this is by far the worst one with splits along this edge here in the corner and then right here by the piping. So that'll have a fresh skin sitting on it or installed on it. You can pop out the center cushion. I think this thing was always in the storage compartment because I remember picking this boat up over the years, seeing it missing. There is a tiny split here. And then on this seat, down in between, you've got one right here. You can open this one up. Your storage communicates into the back. 2 batteries sit under this seat cushion here. There are 6 6.5-inch JL interior speakers as well as a 10-inch sub, which we'll see in a second, to go along with your 2 8.8 tower speakers up top. Port side lean back, you can flip that open and have another seat that faces people surfing or wakeboarding, or you can fold it flat if you'd like. Glove seat's in good shape. It is heated. So is the driver's seat, which is also in really nice condition. Heated. Have the heater outlets down low. 2 of those that pop out on the hose. Defroster on top of the dash, and then an air dam. So it has all the climate features. If we open up your storage compartment, you got some life jackets in the way, but you can see the 10-inch subwoofer in the back, and then your amps are up top. I'm actually going to hit the battery switch while I'm in here. This seat has a little split along the edge there, kind of hidden in the corner. Storage compartment, glove box, whatever you want to call it, over here has your stereo head unit, charging ports, a little storage cubby, good spot for your phone. Making our way over to the helm, where I should have the mirror flipped up. Excuse me 1 second. Terrible shot here. There we go. Got our oversized mirror. And then storage cubby on the left side. Phone holder. This is option with the nice hand-stitched leather steering wheel, which looks great. Always love that touch on all the boats. Just looks a little bit more premium than the standard wheel. Again, heated driver's seat. This has the white Chromax badging on the back, which I always thought looked really cool. And you get those really nice blue accents with the stitching and the vinyl on the edges. Pops a little bit. Alright, let's type in the code. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Power this thing on. You have helm command over here where you can operate all the functions on the Link Panorama dash. from right here, right next to the throttle. Easy access while you're driving. You can reach everything. Amazing visibility through the windshield on the GS's as well. 232, I was right. So 232.7 hours on the clock. So nothing too crazy on this GS22. Run your stereo, run your ballast, all your lighting and climate features. Has rider presets as well as lake maps, which is not going to load properly in our metal building with the GPS signal, but that's in there on the dash. And leading us up into the bow, we've got nice wraparound seating in the front, kind of the flatter front end on the GS's, gives you nice seating space here. We have nice storage underneath. It comes with all the fenders that go along with the Fender Pro option too. And then the only thing up front is there's a tiny little punch right there in that seat. Otherwise, vinyl's in good shape. If you have any questions on this GS22, hit us up here at N3 Boatworks. We've got the service history on it. If you want to come see it, hit us up. You can reach us at 317-845-9253. Thanks so much for watching.